guys, welcome back to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And Merry Christmas!
Christmas in October has come early.
It has.
With this Terrifier 3. Holy grandma's cleavage on Christmas.
Oh, you don't want to see that, do you?
No, but I'm just saying, I was following Damien Leone on Twitter for a while, and after Terrifier 2, blew us away and was like, whoa. He kept on tweeting, he's like, I'm gonna raise the bar, this is gonna be the most wild Terrifier. Once again, I'm like, how's he gonna do this? And he's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, basically.
When in doubt, a chainsaw to the taint works every time.
Let's get into it.
Seriously.
That horror couple.
Oh, yeah.
That horror couple. That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. Art the Clown is set to unleash chaos on the unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep on Christmas Eve. Directed by Damien Leone, starring Lauren Lavera, David Howard Thornton, Antonella Rose, and Elliot Fullman.
I remember when we covered the trailer, and I said that'd be weird if there were protests for this movie because of the whole Christmas thing.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that,
Art
yeah.
in a Santa suit doing his thing. I got like Silent Night, Deadly Night vibes. I'm like, I wonder if we'll get protesters. I don't know about protesters, but it turns out our theater had a warning sign.
They did.
And I never seen that before. Our theater had a warning sign warning us about, what did they call it? Excessive gore.
Excessive gore and violence, yes.
Yeah, so this movie is not joking around.
No.
It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's Terrifier turned up to 11.
Yes.
And my first like of the film would have to be that this movie takes off in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, Art the Clown is Santa. He's in a house with an axe, and
He's not playing around.
that family is, oh God.
Not having a very good Christmas.
They've been naughty.
Yeah. Like Billy. Naughty.
Naughty. Mother Superior.
Yeah.
And by the way, that opening scene, it was Art making a house call. I have no idea why, but I just want to say that it reminded me of Friday 2 with Jason going after Alice in her apartment.
Oh, okay.
It started off kind of like, I was like, that's kind of very Friday 2 to me.
Yeah, okay.
But Art though, he's Santa Claus with an axe, and the Christmas vibe rules. I like the decorations, I like the snow, I like the tree, all that good stuff.
I liked all the Christmas stuff too. It's very, very, if you're looking for a holiday slasher, like splatterpunk kind of slasher for the holidays, this is gonna be your perfect pick because it's just gore on top of gore with a bunch of Christmas trees, Christmas lights, and Art the Clown. So if that's what you're looking for, then you found a winner for the holidays.
And I would like to say another would have to be the cast. Everybody that returned was awesome. Lavera, her brother.
Yeah, Elliot Fulham.
Yeah, her brother, Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
We got some people coming back, and everybody's performance was amazing. David Howard Thornton, his facial expressions.
Always great.
He looks like he's having way too much fun, slaughtering people to pieces. He's just
Yeah.
he's very campy and hokey. And
I think so too.
Art definitely turned his personality up to 11. I also like the cameos we got from Tom Savini.
Yes, that was really cool.
We got
Danny Roebuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from the Rob Zombie's The Munsters. He was Grandpa in The Munsters. He was
Clint
also
Howard.
in Danny Roebuck. Wasn't he also in other Rob Zombie stuff? I believe.
He was in 31.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. 31. Yeah. So he was in this, which was really cool to see him and Clint Howard and Tom Savini.
This movie takes place 5 years after Terrifier 2.
It does. It takes place
Because
5 years.
they did a 5-year flashback where you see Art the Clown and a cop finds him, and somehow Art comes back to life, and it's in his workstation. That classic Art the Clown workstation.
It's like an abandoned house.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it has all these tools and stuff to work with.
Yeah, but it seems to me we got an answer whether Art was supernatural or not for sure in this movie.
Yes, we did.
Like the fact that he can be a head switcher, and he literally takes someone else's head, puts it on his body, and he's back to business.
Yeah.
He's literally unstoppable, and I think they referred to him as
He's an actual demonic entity.
They called him a demon in this, so...
Yeah, kind of already figured that, though, with the supernatural aspects to his character, and they explained it way more in this, which was really cool, and I really enjoyed that, because for a while, we're like, is he supernatural? Is he not? Obviously, at the end of the second movie, you're like, he has to be, because he's just a head, so...
He's the head. And we got no pale girl.
No, no little pale girl in this one.
The classic demon face, girl from...
From the first Terrifier
yeah,
movie.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
she was
so
there.
She was his his sidekick, his tag team partner this whole time.
Yeah.
As he's terrorizing this family.
Yes.
I like the locations that this went to. It went from like Lauren Lavera, you see like her character Sienna, you see like her downfall. She's in a mental hospital, but she wants to go home and spend the holidays with her family, her aunt and uncle.
Yes.
And her cousin.
Gabby.
That's right, Gabby. Gabby!
Yeah.
So she's visiting family. Meanwhile, her brother's off at college and they're supposed to get together for the holidays. So we see Art like terrorize this family, terrorize people at a bar.
At the mall.
Yeah, he becomes a mall Santa. By the way, he's like the worst bad Santa. Move over, Billy Bob Thornton.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
Right?
Dude, this guy's he's a lot worse. Of course, the college campus.
That was really cool. I did like,
Yeah.
what was it? Like a fraternity party?
Yeah, so like the different locations around the holidays we see. We also see Christmas atmosphere, but we also see like 4 different really cool locations that all remind me of separate slasher films.
Yes, true.
Like there's one scene with a chainsaw and a shower, totally reminds me of Pieces.
Yeah.
That was Pieces.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
that's true, yeah.
I think Damien Leone showed some of his influences with this film.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
I could see that. I didn't think of it until you mentioned
No,
it. That makes
was
a lot of sense.
That was totally Pieces. And as much as this film feels like a Terrifier film and a Christmas film, it also to me feels like an 80s like low budget film somehow.
Yeah.
But it has that indie grainy vibe.
does.
It makes you want to like feel like you need a shower after you watch
Yeah,
it. It really does.
I feel pretty icky after getting home watching that movie. It's so gross
You know
and
what?
nasty. And to be honest, that's not too much my thing most of the time. I don't really like movies that are way over the top and gross. But when you go to see Terrifier, you know what you're getting into most of the time. So I knew what I was getting myself into.
I would say it was done with like in a good way though, where you're laughing and it's done semi campy.
Yes. I don't know if you enjoyed the scene, but the scene with the super flighty like sorority girl where she's like, I just want to look into Art's eyes, and he's just like, because he overhears her talking about him. He's like, me? Huh?
Yeah, that cute blonde, the podcaster.
The podcaster.
Mia or something?
Yeah, she was like, he was like, what?
Oh, she has a killer scene too. Like, yeah, we meet new characters at the campus. We meet new characters at the bar. So no matter where we go, we're meeting new characters, aka potential victims.
Yes, true. I like all the new additions and stuff we got because you get more of a body count.
Dude, when he was at the mall and Art was Mall Santa, that was hilarious, funny as hell. And I'm like, oh, this movie's really going there with children. I'm like, they're not gonna do. Oh, never mind, they just did. I was like, okay, I don't want to spoil nothing, but yeah, they went there. Another like of mine was I like how this film segued from part 2 into 3, and you see like the flashbacks that Sienna had of her father.
Yes, I like that too.
And like we kind of get more meaning behind that fictional character he invented with the wings, with the sword, and the meaning behind it.
I love that, yeah.
And kind of how she's passing that knowledge on to her cousin now to protect her from Art. Without spoiling anything, I do want to say like the final scene when it's Lavera and Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton going at it. Lavera's performance is amazing, dude.
Loved her.
And we said in the last one, she's the next Scream Queen.
Yeah.
We think she's the next Scream Queen. Dude,
Yeah.
she WWE style went through a table, got thrown against a wall, did all these moves. I'm like, dude, she really got the crap kicked out of her.
Yeah.
And fought back a hell of a lot too. So she definitely like kicked ass and earned it in this, and it made for a great third act.
I thought so too. I love that about the third act. Lauren Lavera was a perfect final girl, and she's an ultimate Scream Queen. I loved her in part 2. I loved her in this one. That was my most liked thing about this entire movie, was her as Sienna, as our hero, as our final girl. I loved her and her little cousin Gabby and their relationship.
That third act though, with the battle when she was being held hostage at first, and then the whole thing turned into a big battle. Did you get like Exorcist vibes and like Hellraiser vibes?
Yeah, it was like a few different things mixed together.
Like that scene when like her eyes turned like green, and then like the floor, like spoiler alert, the floor opened up. I'm like, that's so Hellraiser, man. I feel like Damien Leone kind of paid tribute to a lot of his favorite films.
I think
I don't know for sure what his favorite films are. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing because I'm like, this is so Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm like, this is so like Exorcist.
I can see their influence on it a little bit with the different things that were happening, as you mentioned, like with the possession stuff, like the supernatural, demonic horror stuff. I definitely think has played a major influence on this because that's where Art comes from. That's his backstory, and we finally know that about him, which is so cool.
What do you think of the kills in this movie?
The kills are always in a Terrifier movie are a little over the top for me. I'm not the biggest on gore, to be honest, so they're a little much for me.
No, but I will say it was a little more than just gore. I mean, it mostly was gore. I feel like they had some creative ways to kill people.
I will say that it was creative.
Like I don't want to spoil. I'll spoil this a little bit, but he had like what's that stuff called that you freeze people?
No, nitrogen oxide? Something like that.
Nitrous oxide.
Yeah, okay.
No, but seriously, totally like Terminator 2, T-1000 did to one of the victims.
He did.
And I was like, that is so Terminator 2.
Or Part 8 for Jason when he did that to the girl's like head or whatever.
No, that's X, Jason X.
Jason X, I'm sorry.
8, he's in New York.
Why am I thinking of Part 8? I have no
takes
idea.
Manhattan
I'm
in New
sorry,
York.
I mean Jason X, my bad. As far as dislikes of the film, I'm gonna be honest and say these movies, like I said, are a little gory for my taste, so that's gonna be probably the biggest dislike for me, is just how gross some of the kills are and stuff. I know a lot of people love that stuff. I'm not, judging or saying that you can't like it. I'm just saying for me personally, it's a little much, so, and the movie might have been like just a little long for me, so just the grossness and the length.
I looked at IMDb before we went, and I'm like, oh, this is over 2 hours. And I don't have the attention span. I'm like, slasher films should be like an hour and a half tops. But I feel like it was paced well, so that's not one of my dislikes. That was one of my concerns going in. It's a 2-hour movie. Better than 2.5, though.
Yes.
Better than the last one. The last one was a little long for me, and especially in the theater when you got to take a piss.
It's
brutal, bro. One of my dislikes was like people that didn't return, like Pale Girl.
Okay.
Like the Clown Cafe girl.
Oh, yeah. Leah, yeah. I would have liked to see her in this.
There were a few faces that like didn't die off that could have returned. It would have been cool to see them, but it wasn't a deal breaker. And also, I feel like, I know they're setting up for part 4, but I feel like the movie kind of ended abruptly.
Yeah,
it just ended abruptly.
I thought that too, yeah.
I was like, it ended cool. It ended on a high note, but I was like, oh, that's the end? Like, I was kind of like, so what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts, I enjoyed the movie as a whole. Like I said, it's just a little gory for me, but other than that, I really loved the cast. I loved Lauren Lavera as our final girl. I love the Christmas atmosphere. Like, I would like to watch this during, like, November, December time period, like, put it on our Christmas spooky watch list. So I'd give this like a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it, and I loved, like I said, I love Lauren Lavera and David Howard Thornton, so 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Overall thoughts, I thought it was a great trilogy. This makes it a kick-ass trilogy. I thought it was a good sequel to 2. Damien Leone gave the fans, gave everybody what they wanted. Like, if he toned it back, everybody would have been like, 2 was better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what kind of movie it is.
It's one of those things where, like, if you don't give them gore on top of gore, certain people are going to be disappointed.
Yeah, that's true.
So he didn't disappoint, and I feel like he delivered, and he delivered a very entertaining movie. It feels like October, but it feels like a Terrifier film, and now it feels like a Christmas horror. So I feel like it's a good trifecta.
Yeah.
It was a solid third film in the series, and I'm very happy with it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
This will be on our Christmas watch
I'll
list.
put it on our watch list, yeah, for sure. So if you guys have seen Terrifier 3, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Did you enjoy the movie? Did you not? Let us know. Make sure you're hitting the bell to be notified when we drop all of our new horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer breakdowns, Daryl Dixon, Walking Dead show recaps, that sort of thing. If any of that interests you, make sure you're hitting the bell so you can be notified when we drop all of our new episodes.
Check out that chainsaw to the taint to see what I'm talking about.
Yes, go see the movie so you can see what Rob's talking about.
I've never seen that before. There should really be a whole movie just on that. It should be like the Texas taint saw massacre. Where it's like just taint killing.
You do that, Rob.
Dude, I was watching it and I felt it in my taint in the theater.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
I look at you, I was like, oh God.
Touched me in the balls, Leone. You made me feel it in the balls.
Yeah.
Love you.
Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And if you're interested, we also have merch. We have a spread shop store if you want to check out this hat.
All the cool kids are rocking this.
Yeah, we have this design on hats, t-shirts, and mugs. We also have a cool zombie couple design. So make sure you're checking that out. It's on our main YouTube page. It'll take you right to Spread Shop, and you can check out all of our awesome products. So once again, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we hope you guys have a wonderful spooky day, and we will see you soon.
Thanks for watching.
Horror couple.
Oh yeah.
Horror couple.
It's us.